and we'll just wait for a couple of more minutes. There are some, the way to interact with us will be through the Google Forms. The Google Form link that we are using for today is this tinyurl.com/vatb lines queries. So let's start this by asking you whether you can hear us. Guys, can you hear us? You can use the Google form to give your responses. One of the common things is that when we say you are lions, I don't call the students as students. I feel that they should be known by their tagline in VIT Bhopal. The tagline of VIT Bhopal students is lions. So we hope that you take the role of a lion, king of jungle, fearless, uh, and hunt for placements and other dreams that you chase. So that's why we call you as lions, and we hope that you take the all the good qualities of a lion. And so when you write a response, if you want your queries to be answered or anything, if you write "Let us rock, sir," "I will achieve my dreams," or any positive words, I'll be more likely to answer your question. So let's see whether how many lions answer. Let's see how many lions have answered. Okay, there is a nameless guy who has answered, "Yes, sir, you're audible." Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, good. Now let's start the presentation, and we'll have the seniors interaction. Some seniors who have been placed, we'll have their interaction. So this is the initial statistic of what we have done so far. These statistics, some of the prominent names of students who have been placed so far. Two of them are here, I think. One is Ishan is here, Abhinay is here, and some other students are here to answer your queries as needed. In the past years, we have had some fantabulous placements. This year also we have cracked 50 lakhs. The last year the highest package was 59 lakhs, and we achieved a lot of 54 lakhs, 46 lakhs, and so on. We have crossed in the last year. We have crossed more than 90%, and we are one of the few universities in India who crossed 90% consistently 3 years in a row. 1 year is an aberration, 2 years is a coincidence, 3 years is a trend, and speaks to the strength of the university. We are very proud of this particular statistic. 90% of the students of VIT Bhopal are placed, and the when we say super dream, it means about 10 lakh internships and placements, about 10 lakh packages. And when you say dream, D stands for dream, it stands for above 5 lakh internships and placement, 5 to 10 lakhs. If you look at the trend that is going on here in terms of dream and super dream, we have consistently cracked around 50% overall in the past 3 years, which is again something that we are very proud of. Last year, as you know, around December or January, the recession started hitting. This year, December and January, even though the recession started hitting, and this year we are in the cusp of the recession. Recession is going on. Even though we are in that stage, the university has achieved over 90% and more than the 60% mark in terms of dream and super dream. The first year was the first year of BTech placements, and we understood what we were doing wrong, and we have improved year on year. This year also, I'm very, very confident about meeting this mark despite the recession that is going on. We are also very happy. We are one of the only institution among the four institutions where all the star students are placed. Uh, there are a lot of achievements done by the students of VIT Bhopal, but I'm very proud of one or two achievements. One of this is Uh, this is the Telangana AML hackathon. In the Telangana AML hackathon, almost 7,500 teams participated, and our VIT Upal team was number one among all the teams. Like this, you've done a lot of hackathons. There's one international hackathon where our student won in terms of international placements as well. So what this also show is that the strength of the ecosystem that we have done, and again, we have done a lot of webinars in the past. There are a lot of things that separate VIT Bhopal placements from other institutions across India. Number one is our singular focus towards the individuals. If you work hard and you follow the guidelines, you are disciplined, you are ethical, I don't think we have a lot of scope for you to grow as individuals. When we say individuals, what does that mean? I'm sure the seniors will come and give their comments on this. Uh, we have a policy of having meeting students individually through the immersion program. We have launched that program last year. You can just go through the LinkedIn posts of students to understand the immersion program. For that, what we used to do was we used to check and correct every student's resumes individually. So when we say every student's resumes individually, initially it was 300, became 600, it became 900. Out of the students, not everybody will come, right? So whoever came forward, till last year we corrected and checked and corrected every student's individual resume and guided them on the way ahead. It is a daunting task, but the guidance that we gave was on a one-on-one setting individually. No two people are alike. I don't think any of you are alike compared to others. Each of you has your own ideals, goals, aspirations, and capabilities as well. Some of you are good in technical. Some of you will be good in non-technical. Some of you will be interested in one particular domain. We meet the students individually from time to time. Mainly the placement batches, we spend a lot of time with them. Almost everybody who comes, we meet them one-on-one, give them some time, spend a lot of time. It means if it means 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we spend time with the students individually, ensure that the resume is corrected, they are given the right path and the guidance to succeed. So that is one of what we call as personalized training, personalized guidance. The university has a lot of other structures in place for training. So the training that we give is very, very goal oriented and is focused towards the companies. We also have a hand in drafting of the syllabus. The syllabus for placement, especially placement and training, was drafted by us. Initially, in the past year, we again moved from, we have gone through a lot of evaluations. If you look at the first batch statistic, there's 50-50 in terms of coding and non-tech roles. But then we realized that coding was the main factor. So in the second batch placement, we made a lot of, gave more emphasis to coding. And for the non-technical roles, we gave less emphasis. In the second and third batches, this year what we have done is, we have given, we have offering the placements for training in terms of customized. For example, CSC students and other branch students who are interested in coding are getting 70% of training in terms of coding and 30% in terms of non-coding roles, verbal aptitude and reasoning. And the roles are reversed for the others. So 30% of for coding in non CSC students and 70% for verbal aptitude and reasoning. So we have started to personalize this and customize this and not fit people into various brackets. So this kind of training, again, we are innovating on that. We also started to innovate based on company-specific goals. We ran an event. Again, you can see that event on LinkedIn. We ran an event called Lions Olympics version 1, in which students could apply for a company-specific role. For example, cloud computing engineer, data science engineer, we had cybersecurity engineer. We had roles like this. Students could apply for those company-specific roles, full stack developer, and check their competence on that. So once they checked and understood their competence on that for a real life case study, they were able to benchmark themselves and then achieve a lot of success. That is one of the innovations that we achieved here. The other innovations, of course, the alumni who are here in the meeting will be able to tell you. Uh, what we look at individually is for you to gain and grow as individuals. The fourth major aspect of VIT Bhopal placement is something that you will see, you would have seen. We ran a lot of webinars. So we have, I think, some of the alumni who are here are going to tell you about this. The YouTube channel has been recently launched. Again, you can go through my LinkedIn profile. Mostly it will be there in my LinkedIn profile. Uh, we run a lot of webinars. We run a lot of webinars. We run close to documented webinars by external experts itself. We would have run close to 150 in the past 2.5 years. We have moved to YouTube now, YouTube Live for most of these webinars now in the past few days. And all the webinars are available for public consumption now from now on till the time you get placed. What do these webinars do? These webinars give you an idea of different ways of succeeding. For example, each of you are different. Each of the alumni who succeeded are different, and they follow different paths. So that is the guidance that we are giving through webinars. And then you can focus and reach out to the alumni. Bhaiya, I'm in your same profile. Didi, I'm in your same profile. And most of the Lions of VIT Bhopal help each other. So this is about the placement cell, about the process. We have some clear guidelines for you to follow. You can attend the webinars, get a thing. You can visit the placement office whenever we give you a chance, and then get guidance. More than that, attending webinars is the way to go forward. Some of the gyan that we generally want you to understand. Number one, there is a story about there's a story called Grass is Blue. So you can read that story. There was a donkey who went around telling everyone grass is blue, and the tiger disagreed with the donkey. Then they had a disagreement, and then they went to the lion, who was the king of the jungle. The lion basically asked the tiger to be given beatings, 10 beatings, and uh, told the donkey, "Grass is blue, please leave." The tiger asked the lion, "But the grass is not blue." Then the lion said, uh, "The bleating is not for uh, disagree. The beating is not for this statement. The beating is for you to heed the words of a donkey who says grass is blue. You are a tiger. You are one of the king rulers of the universe. And why do you want to disagree with a donkey? Donkey is a donkey. Why do you want to disagree?" My point here is that there are going to be people telling different things to you. There are going to be different people who are going to tell different things to you, give you be in your ear. This is to be done, that is not to be done, and so on. And there are people who have succeeded in VIT Bhopal who are all coming on LinkedIn and YouTube live and other places and telling you what they went through. Now it's like we are living in an information era where we are exposed to different things. It's up to you to listen to what you want to listen and apply whatever you want to listen. So if you want to listen to somebody who tells that the grass is blue, then that's up to you. If you want to disagree with that person, that's also up to you. A true lion of VIT Bhopal is someone who uh, only understand and take the best and work according to the best. We have had for the past 3 years consistently, we have had student placed in Microsoft. We are one of the institutions in India where even a 6.2 CGPA in plus two and 10th has got a super dream offer. We are one of the few institutions in India where opportunities come across. Among all the four campuses, opportunities come across. Uh, we are one of the few, among the four campuses, we are one among the institutions where we have given personalized guidance, working day and night. If you don't believe me, ask the seniors. The only thing that I am very clear about is the kind of discipline and the attitude that you have to have. And I'm very strict. I'm not a easy person to work with. I'm very strict. I make my students work hard because I believe they are lions and they should achieve their goals. To achieve something really, you can ask the seniors who are going to talk to you in another few minutes also. I am very strict. And there's no doubt, nobody in VIT Bhopal will tell that I'm lenient and all. Uh, but if you have the discipline and innate sense of achievement and goal focus, you can win this battle. So that is the moral. That is the reason why I told the story of grass is blue. There's another analogy that I want to. There are two more analogies that I want to and make you understand. One is the 99 coins analogy. See what happens in life. What will happen is that there was again a story of a ruler. A ruler was there. He was constantly unhappy because he had so many things to do, and he went across the field. He saw a small farmer. Was very very happy. He called his minister. In those days, there were the rulers don't have any other work. They want to understand what is the meaning of life. They called the minister, and minister said, "No problem. So just give me a bag with 99 coins." The bag with 99 coins. The ruler asked, minister asked it to be put in the farmer's village. So next day, the farmer saw that bag. There were 99 coins in that store, 99 gold coins. And 99 gold coins is something that you can live on for life. The farmer initially was very happy. I had 99 gold coins. But then he thought, there are 99 coins. Nobody misses a bag full of 99 coins. Should be 100 coins. Where is that 100 coin? So he spent the next few days searching for the 100th coin, that 100th coin, and he became unhappy. The moral of the story here is about opportunities in life and in VIT. Every one of you is going to get, if you study in VIT, not just in VIT Bhopal campus, any campus of VIT Bhopal, you will get opportunities, meaning 99 points. You will get opportunities according to your CGPAs in some cases. You will get opportunities according to your skills in some cases. You will get opportunities according to projects in some cases. You'll be getting opportunities according to your resume in some cases. So different companies have different criteria. And welcome to real life. Not everybody will get every opportunity. Depending upon your capability only, in real life and in Bhopal, you will get the opportunity. What you have to do, maximize the amount of hard work that you do to maximize the opportunities and not worry about the one con that you don't have and you will never get. If you worry about, okay, my CGPA is 62%, will I ever be able to succeed? You can't go back and rewrite the exam and get more than 62%. You can improve your other skills and ensure that the 62% doesn't go. But my point here is that each of you is going to get an opportunity from now on itself. Start deciding to make a best of what you have and don't chase that 100th coin. See, in VIT Bhopal, every day in placements, what we do, if plan A doesn't work, there are 25 other alphabets in the alphabet, other letters in the alphabet. We innovate every single day in placements. And there are so many things that we have done. Now, what we also say, when I told you about CGP, I can find you writing questions about, oh, will this work and so on. What we always believe is that each of you is going to have a weapon when you come to placements. Each of you is going to have a weapon. It's a real life analogy again. Each of you is going to have a weapon. If you are not good in academics, you had 10th and less marks in 10th or plus 2, you will have a great opportunity to improve your academics. Now, if you don't have coding skills, for example, in 1 or 2 years, you would find that you're lacking coding. So there are other skills that you can have. So all these are like your weapons that you have. You have 90% in 10th and plus 2. Okay, you have a machine gun. You have 80% in 10th and plus 2. You have a pistol. You have less than that. You have a knife. You don't have anything. You have very poor grades right now when you join the IIT Bhopal. You have your bare hands. When you go to a jungle without practicing, will somebody who has a machine gun be able to succeed and kill any animal? Will somebody who doesn't have anything, will they be able to succeed if they don't have anything? They will not. what you need to do is practice. And that is what we ask you to do. A person with bare hands will be able to kill an animal, get placed, and achieve their dreams if they practice. A person with a machine gun, unless they practice, in spite of having a machine gun, they will not be able to get placed. And this is something that we always tell. For the past 2 years, I've projected statistics 90% of students have not got placed, 90% of students have got placed, 10% of students have not got placed. That 10% or 8% or 9% is these categories. They have weapons, but they are not using those weapons. See, again, then my next to success is very simple. People talk about AC rooms and that and this. Uh, that's all fine here. At the end of the day, what we also always have to be focused on our goals. And one thing that my previous VC, Dr. Gunasekaran sir, was asking me once in a meeting was, I think 4 years, one day. It was 4 years, one day. I remember the photos that popped up yesterday. 4 years ago, one day ago, one of the meetings, our previous VC, Dr. Gunasekaran sir, asked me if everything were perfect, why do we need Shriram? And I will never forget that question that the previous VC asked me. If everything were perfect, why has God created you? Why has God made you study in VIT Bhopal? Why has God made you a lion? There are going to be chances, situations in life that you face where things will not go the way they are. I remember 2 days ago, few weeks ago, where we had a company where only one lion got placed, and in comparison, another two campuses had 10 students and 11 students got placed. After within 1 or 2 days, we had situations where the roles were reversed, and from that we have not looked back. So at the end of the day, it is the hard work and consistency that matters. Nothing else matters in life. The three mantras that I again additionally want you to understand, apart from the previous Gyan and mantras are two different things, is number one, your a simple saying in physics, direction plus speed is equal to velocity. When I say direction plus speed is equal to velocity, everything is depending upon your resume only. When you go for placement 4 years from now, 3 years from now, what the company is going to look for is a resume. You could find examples of resumes of VIT Bhopal students and other campus students in LinkedIn, in the VIT Bhopal students. You'll find that you just have to type hashtag Dr. G. Vishnunaran or hashtag Dr. G. VIT Bhopal, and you'll find the resumes. The resume is the key. Now, how do you prepare your resume? You will not have anything right now. You have started your journey. How do you prepare your resume? All you have to do is go through subscribe to this YouTube channel. We'll have wonderful alumni coming and talking almost every week. Get the direction from the alumni on what you need to do. In general, if I have to put it in 2 lines, for CSE and CSE specialization students, data sets and algorithms, coding skills plus projects. For non-CSE students, you have to have domain skills, your own domain skills, plus quants, verbal reasoning, and projects. These are the three things that will determine your shape. But for everything, resume is the key. When you say resume is the key, what is resume? Resume is the direction. Resume is the goal. Resume is the direction. The direction will come from the YouTube, from our YouTube channel. A lot of alumni will guide you almost every week on what do you need to do, what you need to prepare, and so on. I think we have had roadmaps for first years in our YouTube channel. Ishan has given a roadmap for first years. Ishan is here. Nisha Prakash has given a roadmap for first years. It is there on the YouTube channel also. So that is the direction. What is the speed? Your working hard every day. What is the speed? That is the speed. So only if you have direction plus speed, you will be able to go somewhere. You cannot go anywhere without just the speed. For example, if we were to go from here, we can go two directions. One is towards Indore and another is towards Bhopal. Now, if I have a lot of speed and move in the direction towards Indore, I'll not be able to reach Bhopal. So it's all about direction plus speed. That is the momentum and that is the velocity. Please understand that your resume, your direction will be the most important thing that you have to do. Then the speed is your hard work every day. Every day you have to progress. Again, I repeat, you have to progress every day. Not you cannot say, okay, first year I joined for next 3 years. For next 1 year, I'll chill off. Suddenly, I'll wake up one day, I'll start doing 3 months, and I'll get placed. It's not going to work. There is a small 1% rule. If you work hard by 1% every day, improve yourself by 1% every day, you will actually be 37 times more than what you are right now. And this is a simple mathematical equation. You can just check the validity of the mathematical equation. You can start this rule easily. There are a lot of LinkedIn posts on 100 days of coding, 100 days of quant verbal reasoning, 100 days of electronics, 100 days of mechanical every day. Why we start the 100 days challenge under the Dr. G. Vishnathan challenge, hashtag Dr. G. Vishnathan? We solve them because unless you are consistent with your life, you will not be able to reach anywhere. So your direction is the resume. Your working hard is the 1% rule. Just improve yourself by 1%. Compared to yesterday, even as fresher, what are you doing today to improve yourself? If you are a first year student of computer science branches, learn and understand coding properly. There are a lot of YouTube videos on learning and understanding. Master one programming language in the next 6 months, one programming language, participate in open source projects, and that will get you into the step. There are a lot of videos and other stuff that are going on. Understand your fundamentals. If you are a student of non-CSC branch, by the time you go into your graduation, coding will dominate everything. Still, you can focus on quant verbal reasoning and a bit of coding every day. That's what you should do. Start working every day. The last mantra of VIT Bhopal, I think organically this started. This is there in every one of the mails that I send the past 4 years, 5 years. Work hard, success is yours. So this is something that we practice. And there is nothing complicated about this mantra. It's a simple mantra, work hard, success is yours. That is because the only thing that matters at the end of the day is consistent hard work. Imagine yourself if you work for 3 years for a single goal with a proper direction from your seniors. I don't think anybody can stop you from getting placed, no matter what your CGPA is or what your grades are. That is the only thing that matters. Again, those who worked hard have succeeded. Others have not succeeded. You look at this graph. Sorry to come to this graph. You look at this graph. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the regular category of 0 to 3 lakhs? Do you want to be in the underrated category of 90% to 100% who is not here? Or do you want to be in the super dream category here of 30%, 20%, and so on? You decide which category you want to belong to. If you want to be in this category, in the blue category, then you have to immediately start focusing from today. If you want to be in the red category, that's up to you. I'm sure all of you want to be in the blue category of super dream. And for that, what do you need to do? You need to follow the mantras that we have told. We have purposefully given this particular YouTube video not as a stream, but as a YouTube video. I'll be telling the stories again and again. I'll be hosting a lot of seniors again and again. I don't have the energy to send mails every day about webinars, especially to the fresher students. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. When you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will get the notifications and you can start working. I don't think I'm going to send any more mails to any of the first years about this. You can post your queries. Before we take the queries, let me introduce to you the seniors who are here and invite them to share their gyan. And after that, let's take your queries. So let me have Shivam Bajpai. Shivam Bajpai, introduce yourself, turn on your camera, and give your bit of gyan for the students. After Shivam Bajpai, Abhinay, and then Ishan.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Shivam, yeah,
I'm audible, right?
you're not audible, Shivam.
Okay. Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
as we wait for, no, not audible, Shivam. As we wait for Shivam, Abhinay, can you start?
Hello.
Uh,
Hello. Hello.
Sir, am I audible? Uh, good morning, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello. Abhinay, you are audible to me. Hello.
Okay.
Abhinay,
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
no, I again, I think there is a mute setting here. Let me. No, actually, you are. I'll make you code host and let's try this. Abhinay, can you try now?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
No, Ma, you're not audible. I'm now having a doubt whether I was audible before. Let me go there and check the students. Abhinay, you're not audible.
Just a second.
Uh, I think I was audible till now. Okay. Abhinay, can you say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think maybe I have a problem of settings. So, Shivam, yeah, go ahead, Shivam. First, Shivam, you go ahead,
Yes.
and then
I'm audible, right? Can you confirm Avinav or Ishan?
Yeah, Shivam, you're audible to me.
yeah, yeah, Shivam. Sorry, yeah, go for it.
So hi everyone. I'm Shivam Bajpai. I'm pursuing my integrated MTech in AI and ML, and recently I'm placed in NetApp. So if you have any questions like anything related to placements, you can ask me. And some tips from my side, I'll say the first step to your placement will be online assessment. So prepare your DSA well. That is my most important tip from my side. Also, like the placements will be 4 years from now. So like as sir said, there is one YouTube channel like from VIT Opal placement team. So you can subscribe to that. You can see the roadmap, like how you should follow, like first year, then second year, then third year, then fourth year. Like in first and second year, what you can do is you can focus on your development skills, because in the third year and like starting of the fourth year, you will be sitting in placement. So that time you can devote to your DSA and problem solving. So that will be from my side. And also regarding projects, so it's like everyone will say you need to make like whole new project. Either you can work upon a new idea, else you can you can additionally develop something on existing project. So that is it from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Okay, thanks, Shivam. And similarly, brief introductions. We have time till 3 o'clock only. So, brief introductions. Abhinay and Ishan. Abhinay, go for it.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for making it here, and it's a great choice. So, starting about myself, I am Abhinay Garg. Uh, I am currently a fourth year student at VIT Bhopal, and I got the chance, talking about placements. I am interning with Accenture for the past 2 months, and currently I'm placed at a super dream company named Couchbase. So, that was all about myself. Again, a brief tip. So, since you guys are in your first years, I would say just start planning from the day one. Go with your DSA, go with your projects, and I think yeah, you will be good for it till you reach your third year. So, start planning from the first year and be consistent. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, thank you, sir, for having me here today. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this interactive session. And hello, everyone. As you know me, I am Ishan Pare, and I am currently in my fourth year of BTech Computer Science from Vellore Institute of Technology. And I'm delighted to share you that I've been placed in a company called Zomato, and and here I have been a part of role called like SD1, and there I will be doing internship plus full time. For that, I would like to thanks and express my gratitude to placement cells for their invaluable guidance and support. And the only tips I want to, only mantra that I wanted to share is please follow 1% rule, like Sir said. Like every day, you should be improving yourself by 1%. So at the end of the year, you will be 37 times more than you are currently today. So that is surely a best way to carry forward your career from now here. So yeah, like I'm looking forwards to connect with you all guys. Thank you so much. Sir, you are muted.
Thanks, CDS. Just give me a one. Uh, okay, guys. Again, let's take some of the queries. Uh, Projects, what type of projects will be there? Projects, I think you can see the seniors. LinkedIn account during placements. Anybody wants to answer? Importance of LinkedIn in placements?
Yeah. So should I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I believe that if you are in first year now, you can start with your LinkedIn profile. Talking about the importance, I think during your resume, it will become an important factor if you have a good LinkedIn profile. So, including the LinkedIn URL will surely help you to stand out from others. Again, it's not just about having a profile, it's also about maintaining and posting upon it daily, or even not if daily, on a regular interval. So how it helps you is you will be able to connect people outside of your organization. You will be able to connect with some of the potential recruiters or HRs over LinkedIn, which will surely give you an edge over others. So I think this is how LinkedIn will be helpful for you.
Again, you have to be consistent. So that is the major thing. See, some branches you have not shared the some branches we have not shared the statistics. For example, BHI or education technology or cloud computing, we have not shared the statistics simply because they are the first year. So they are the first year of placements. So that is why we have not shared the statement. For MTech also, it was a different session. So that's why we have not shared. Our roadmap for first year, I think, Ishan, in your session, you started the roadmap, right? You shared the
Yes, sir.
roadmap. I think
Yes, sir.
Shivam, so we'll have more seniors coming on the YouTube channel and talking about the roadmaps, dear Len. So you can go through the videos, and that's where we should go through. Uh, okay, let's have Shivam answering this question. If you don't know anything about coding, will teachers start from the basics so that we can learn easily?
Sir, regarding coding, right? If you don't know anything, how to start from this?
Yeah, will the teachers help them?
Yes. Like if you are in your first semester, so initially you will be having your coding classes. Like in the starting, they will introduce to problem solving. Like generally they start with C. Like in some cases, like if you are in AI, so in some different cases they start with Python. So my advice is focus in your class like immensely, because in classes they will teach you from the start, from the scratch. Let's say you have not attended classes well. Let's suppose. So how what you can do like in terms of placements. So first of all, don't waste your like much time in basics. What I mean by that, I have seen some juniors or like my friends also, like they are just learning only. Like they have like theoretically they are learning only. They are not getting into practice. Like once you have learned something, let's suppose I have learned today some basic concept in programming. I need to implement that hand on hand. Like if I learn something like how to print something, just a single thing, I need to practice it. Like just after you learn something, you need to practice. You need to do the questions as you can do, because learning only uh, will not go anywhere. So my tip will be you just spend 1 month, like hardly 1 month, on learning basics, and after that you move on to the coding platforms. I will say, like initially you can move to HackerRank, HackerEarth, and you can move to LeetCode also. There's like good platform, you can practice questions over there. So that will be from my side.
Okay. There are lots of other questions, but I'm just taking the important and key ones. Should we make profile in first year? Ishan, do you want to take the question?
Yes, sir. So definitely you can go for it. Like what it will help you is getting an internship. So it will with the help of LinkedIn, you can connect with the HRs and the project managers and all. So it will help you to getting the off-campus internship, and it will add on your resume experience. So definitely you can create a profile in first year, and it is definitely going to help you in the last placement sessions. Yes, sir.
For non-CSE students, EC and other trans students, we'll host some sessions where you can actually start planning for this. We'll host some sessions for the non-CSE. I think by today we have had only CSE students. All these play students are CSE students. Security, ideal journey for a security analyst is throughout the 4 years. I think there are a lot of. I think there is a video in our YouTube channel for a security analyst. I think it was posted 2 days ago. It was done by one of your seniors, so you can go through that. For almost every particular branch, we'll have a roadmap for their journey in the YouTube channel. You can go through that. Let's say, how can we improve our resume increasing? We can focus on that. Let's take this question. Ayush Singh, very good question. Whoever wants to do that, maybe Abhinay, since you are next, which subjects do we focus on in the first year?
Okay. So I would say, talking about the subjects that are taught during your semesters, I would say highly focus on the coding subjects. Uh, Maybe it problem solving, or if it's focusing on DSA or any particular core language stuff, then I would say focus on that. Other than your semester studies, I would say start preparing for DSA. It is one of the major factor that will help you during your placements. So DSA and DBMS. So these are some of the simple subjects that you can start with in your first year.
When you say DSA, it means data structure algorithms.
Data structures.
So coding, any basic coding, start with your coding, then understand the data skills, but initially start with coding and understanding coding. Okay. Next question is integrated MTech. When when the when do placement start? Shivam?
Yes, sir. So it happens the placement training starts in the mid of the March, like in the initial or mid of the March. Then companies starts coming from the 21st of March in 4 hour phase. So it will be like in your last of the March it starts coming.
So the
Like at
fourth
that
year,
time, big companies come, AMD, like that.
pre-final year, pre-final year, companies start coming in the pre-final year for integrated MTech.
Yes, in
Almost
the
all
last semester of your 4th year.
last semester of the fourth year. So, okay, importance of CGPAs, Ishan.
So yeah, CGPA matters in the initial process of shortlisting. So along with this, CGPA alone is not important, but if you have a good, decent CGPA, more opportunities you will get in the initial period. So along with CGPA, you should have a good resume also to let you shortlist in the initial shortlisting of the companies. So yeah, CGPA matters.
Okay. Let, I don't think we have. Are there any specialization students here? I don't think we have. Both of you are CSE students, right? So, okay. Let's go to Abhinay now. Specialization, does it matter?
Okay. I won't say it won't matter, because see, if you're in a specialization profile, ultimately you have to focus on that specialization subject as well. But it's not like that. If you're in specialization, you can't get into core jobs. There will be companies who comes for specialization but hire the people with core jobs, like the people who are in uh, BC branch. So it's all about how you practice, which subjects you focus on, and what are your skills at the end of third year. Specialization won't play a very major role in that.
So there are two sides to it. One is specialization sometimes matters. For example, Shell, I think Shell took cyber students a lot. Uh, EA Sports exclusively is coming for gaming students. So in that those cases, specialization actually helps you. But specialization is just a specialization. So your core subjects are the major thing, right? So you have to focus on the core. If you are a cyber student and you focus only on cyber, uh, it's not a good idea actually. You should focus on CSE then specialization. CSE plus specialization. So next question is let's go to Shivam. How to manage time? Shivam, how do you manage time? You have a hectic schedule. How do you manage time?
Yeah. Yes. So like for us, like for starting 8 months in the first semester, first year we had offline classes, and then like most of the time we spent in online only. So like for us, what we have to do is like we don't have to go to classes and then come back. So that time we save. But for you guys, it will be offline. Like if I assume, so I think keep a balance between your academics and your personal learning. What I mean by that, like they are teaching you like let's suppose 6 or 7 subjects, 6 subjects, let's say, on an average in a semester. So they will be like teaching you like this and that. So what happens is like where we waste your time, where you waste your time, like in class you are not focusing. So when you are returning to home, you have to study that from YouTube, or let's suppose on any resource. And at the time of exams also, you need to study that subject like 10 days or 15 days ago. I'm considering these many days. So what you have to do is just focus in your classes, so you don't need to learn when you are coming back to hostel. And before exams also, like just 2 to 4 days you need to prepare the subject. So focus in the classes so that you can save that time, like when you are in hostel, for your placement subjects. So that's how we are handling when we were in offline.
Okay. The next question is about programming languages. Which programming language to study?
Okay.
Can Ishan, each of you, Ishan can answer this first, and others can. Each of them can give their answer on programming language. Which programming language they used? Ishan, go for it.
Okay, so what I think is, I also explained this in my previous webinar also. So what you can do is you can choose from one primary language like Java or C++. So what happened in the selection process, some companies only ask C++ and Java. Along with this, you can also follow some certain other languages also, like Python, all the derivatives of C, like Python, JavaScript, Golang, like that. I called it like a primary language, like C++ and Java. You should choose among this as a primary language. And apart from this, the secondary language like Python, Golang, you can choose among these languages. So you should know at least two languages, one as a primary and another as a backup language. Yes, sir. I hope this answers the question.
What was your primary programming language?
Sir, I chose C++ as my primary language and Python as my secondary. So it helped me a lot. Like some of the compilers don't work in C++ and Java, and Python only works fine in that particular process. So it helped me in that way.
Okay, Abhinay.
Oh, okay, sir. So my primary language was Java basically, but I would say practice both Java and C++. See, C++ is the base of so many other languages. So having syntactical knowledge about C++ would help you if you get somewhere stuck with Java as a compiler. So I would say practice on both Java and C++ and get a strong hold on one of these, any of your choice. So yeah.
Shivam.
Yeah, like as Abhinay and Ishan said, like focus, like choose one of these for doing problem solving, C++ or Java. So I have used C++ for programming and like for problem solving for doing DSA. But I will suggest like if you can shift to Java, that will be good. Why? Because Java can also be used in Android development. Like in companies, they like more of the companies like they prefer Java development. Like I'm seeing this, like one of my friend placed in one company and they are now working in Java. So that will be helpful. And you need to learn at least two programming languages, as a son said, like one for doing problem solving in DSA problems and one for your development part.
Okay. Let's take a few other queries which I can answer before I go to the round robin. This is about cloud computing, educational technology, health informatics students. See, right now the placements have started for health informatics, and we have had students placed from health informatics as well. Since it is an ongoing placement, I'm not able to give you any statistics. Next year, cloud computing will start, and after that year, the educational technology will start. All these are specializations. So when we say specializations, these are a part of the see, when we say specialization, it means it is a part of the CSE companies. Now, specialization has an advantage in that. For some, for example, to this week we had Shell. Cyber students, 10 students of cyber got placed. Before, we are going to have the EA Sports exclusively only for gaming students. Like that, specialization have an advantage. Specialization have a disadvantage in that some companies might focus on CSE core or others. It depends upon the companies. So it depends upon where the company's decision, especially specialization has an advantage in the the relevant branches actually get a lot of placements overall. So in the overall scheme of things, out of 900 companies, will it matter? It doesn't matter, because we are not talking about one or two companies. We are talking about hundreds of companies, and at the end of the year, if you work hard, you will get placed. Why do I have two links for queries? The last link will work only for another week or so. The second link, VIT Bhopal, the link that you are using right now. Once you get into the university and you get settled down, the, the first link is the one that I'm going to use for queries. That is VIT Bhopal. Let us talk VIT lines, and it will need your mail ID access. You'll have to log into your VIT Bhopal mail ID. Another 1 month, I'll use both in the YouTube webinars, but after that, only the first link will work. So these are the two questions that I wanted to address. Abhay, relax, don't worry. Then about what are the other the guilty properties I've answered, but don't worry about that. All the branches, I another only 5 minutes are there, and so if I start talking about it will take me a lot of time. I think we have done a lot of webinars as well before, so let's not do that. Okay, this is a question for all of you, and I think it's a very relevant question. This will be the last question that we're going to take because we are running short of time. We run a lot of webinars, so we'll take that. This is a question for all of you. When did you start seriously preparing for placements, and how did you manage time and academics? Sure, go for it.
So like from the second year, like I have I was focused. Like I need to prepare seriously because companies will be coming. I thought companies will be coming in the third year, in like in the initial stage, but it came like hopefully like it's good. It came in the last of the fourth year. So I started preparing seriously for placements from third year. In second year, like I covered subjects, but not in depth. So from third year, because since I'm a student of like I had 5 years for placements because companies come in the last of the fourth year. So that's why I started preparing seriously from third year. But if you're a student of like BTech, you have 4 years, so you should like seriously start preparing from starting of second year.
We have a kind word section also first years. You can put your kind words directed towards any of the three seniors, Abhinay Bhaiya, Ishan, or for Shivam Bajpai as well. And for this session overall as well, you can post your kind words. You can apply some Muska. We are open to Muska also. Abhinay, go for it.
Okay, so sir, I basically started preparing from the end of first year. So I started focusing on my core skills, basically preparing a language that is Java, and then practicing on data structures and algorithm stuff. Talking about placement, I think I got serious by starting of the third year. Sorry, ending of the second year. The thing is, I needed to crack an internship, on-campus internship, so I started preparing for that, and that was all about it.
So when you say that, are you advising them to start waiting for preparing for 1 year, 2 years, or start
No,
preparing now?
no, I would say start preparing from day one. The day you join the college, I would say start at least learning the basic language, any Java or C++, and go for the project for at least initial 2 years, because I don't think after that you'll get time to focus too much on projects. So these are some of the stuff that you can start from day one or in the initial years.
Ishan,
Yes, sir. So if I tell you about myself, like I have started doing DSA from my 11th standard because I have chose computer science in my 11th 10 plus 2. So I have started DSA from there only. But seriously talking, I have started preparing everything about the placement from my third year, October month. So when you come to October third year, in the October month, I have started preparing for my placements. From there only the immersion and all have started. So I've motivated enough for preparing for placements. Yes, sir.
okay, we have 2 more minutes, and I'm sure next session person will not mind. Sir talked about discipline. Are we, sir? Is sir very strict? Second, second question is, what is your advice for us, VIT Bhopal students now? 2 questions. So let's go for it. Shivam, you can tell whatever you want. You are placed
Yeah,
now. You are not afraid
yeah.
of me anymore.
Okay, so like, is there strict? I will say yes. How much like depends on you, on your behavior, how you are doing in front of you. Let's suppose you are well managed, you are groomed well, you are in formal proper attire, you are behaving well. He is good for you. If you are doing any misbehavior, any like unethical practice, you are cheating in test, like you need to pay back to him. Seriously, guys. Like if you are doing like all these like misleading things, you need to you will be in trouble. So my suggestion is like be ethical, like be disciplined in front of you. That will be good for you and your placements.
So I'm very. It is. Shivam has used the word "be ethical" in front of him. Yes, chosen to use that word.
In
Abhinay,
general also, but in front of him more ethical.
Abhinay, go for it, Abhinay.
Okay, so I will say yes, sir is strict. But again, as Shivam said, if you are disciplined, if you are ethical, if you are doing right things, good stuff, I don't think it will be a problem for you. But again, if you are into false practices, if you are not following the guidelines, the rules, the consequences can be from getting a school to getting blacklisted. So I would say just go with the rules, follow everything, and that will be it.
Yeah, Ishan, last.
Yes, like I'll say yes. So if you are in ethical and well behaved, you don't need to worry. And yeah, follow the rules and follow the guidelines. You will not be any problem. Yes.
So we are at 3 o'clock, the end of the session time given by to us. So I'm going to stop streaming now and thank, on behalf of VIT Bhopal Placement, I thank Shivam, Ishan, and Abhinay. It was a pleasure having you here. You know that you're not in the campus, but we do. As a true lion, it feels such a pleasure in having all of you here for this wonderful session, giving the advice to the students. So, wish you all the best in your career, Ishan, Shivam, and Abhinay. And dear Lions, we have not been able to cover every one of your doubt here, but your study is not just for 1 year or 2 years. You're going to study for the next 3 years and 4 years, and you're going to have hundreds of webinars by the time you complete your placements. If you are a true lion, you will not worry about anything. If you are a true lion, you will not think about anything. You will work hard, you will succeed. My mantra in placement always is work hard, success is yours. Please work hard, success is yours, nothing else matters. Wish you all the best, dear students. Thanks, seniors. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, guys, and bye.